Welcome to Use It or Lose It, a series about math concepts you probably learned and have probably forgotten. Today we're going to go over simplifying versus solving. Yes, simplifying and solving are different things. I know you don't believe me, but I promise you they are. Simplifying is when you take an expression, so numbers, variables, both, and you put them together with the rules of math in the order that math tells you to do them in. You take the operations happening and you do them in the right order. The order of operations, or PEMDAS, parentheses or grouping symbols, exponents, multiplication and division, addition and subtraction. Once you do that, once you put together the numbers with the rules in the order, you have simplified. You're done. For example, if I had to simplify 2 times the quantity, parentheses, x plus 1 plus 10. Order of operations says you multiply first. So you're going to distribute or times the 2 times the x and the 1. You get 2x plus 2. Then add or combine like terms. 10 plus 2 is 12. So at the end of that, your simplified expression is 2x plus 12. That's it. You are done. Solving, on the other hand, solving is when you determine the value or values of a variable or multiple variables that will get out the answer you want. If that doesn't make sense, solving means you're going to start with an equal sign or an equation in the problem before you write anything down. The goal is different. Solving means you're finding an answer. You're not just putting everything together. At its core, all solving is technically the same 3 steps. First, you write an equation. You take your expression, you set it to what you want it to equal. 2, you identify all of the operations happening to your variable. 3, this is where things are different. You're not going to put the things together. You're going to undo the things in the opposite order most of the time. For example, if we have our 2 times x plus 1 plus 10, but now it's equal to 0, there's an equation. The goal is different. You are now solving. Get x by itself. We're going to look at the things happening to x. Thinking of PEMDAS, I see parentheses, multiplication, and addition. When you undo things, you do them in the opposite order. So we're going to start with the addition. We're going to minus 10. We're going to do the opposite of addition and minus 10. Then, one step before is the multiplication. So we're going to undo the times 2 with the divided by 2. Now that the times 2 is gone, our parentheses, our grouping symbol, is gone. So now there's just x plus 1. Well, we all know how to undo a plus 1. You do the opposite. The opposite of plus is minus. You minus 1. So our solution that we solved for is x equals negative 6. That was a completely different set of steps than when we were simply asked to simplify. The confusion between the words simplify and solve is a very common and also very nuanced situation. The words look really similar, and a lot of times people are confused by what math problems are asking them to do. But when you know the words and what they mean, there's no more wondering what the problem or your teacher is asking, and instead, you can actually just do the math. You know what's the next thing. Simplify, put the things together. Solve, take them apart, get the thing by itself. And if you noticed, you can actually solve that equation a different way. That's another nuance of math. Solving really only focuses on undoing things in a way that keeps the equation balanced, and there is more than one way to do that for most equations. If you don't know what I mean by that, we can look at that another time. And now you know. Simplifying and solving are different things. Remember, you might use it, you might lose it, but if you take your time and ask the right questions, math can be approachable, understandable, and unintimidating. Until next time.